First of all, I want to apologize, y'all. That was ridiculous. Welcome back to Social Thought. Another week. What's going on? The British legislator here on time.
On time.
I mean, is this the second time?
On time.
Is this the second week in a row that you...
It is.
That's really
I'm turning
good.
a new leaf, man.
What leaf?
2020 leaf, man.
Is that what it is?
Year 2020 is going to be the year of clear vision.
First of all,
see what I did there? 2020 vision.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm basically just going into this live here so I can just talk to everybody. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome
everybody
to
on Facebook Live.
What's Facebook
up?
Drive. So check this out, guys. Check this out. This is what I just want to let you guys know. Today's going to be a deep topic, but as all social thought episodes are.
Right.
But we are also going to, because it's the end of the year, social thought, body positive versus body shaming. Today's topics include the Jessica Lopez disappearance. Since November 3rd, the Hudson Valley teacher has been missing with little to no updates. We will discuss that. Another one is Santa Claus real?
Is Santa real?
Is it okay for those that believe in the ideology of Santa Claus to let their kids know if Santa is real or fake? Like that, right?
I do like that.
That's a great question. And then, of course, what the topic is all about. We're talking about Lizzo recently pulled up to a Lakers game feeling all cheeky. So we discussed the outcry from her outfit, which plays into our title, of course, Body Positive versus Body Shaming. All this and more. Catch up on all Spotify. Catch up on all Social Thought content on YouTube. Streaming live on YouTube now. We're streaming live here on Facebook Live. And also on blogtalkradio.com/The Social Thought. No, I'm not trying to mess it up.
Damn, sorry, Dawn.
Sorry,
Dawn. Put earmuffs over the baby.
Right, but here we go. I just want to let you guys know to call in on these important topics. The call-in number is 914-219-0905. To call in, ICDC.
Yes. Shout out to her, Shamel
in the building. What's going
on?
But yeah, that's the number to call in, 914-219-0905. We got some new music.
Ooh.
Dasani
Red.
with What You Want. We're going to play that real quick and we're going to come right back. All right, y'all? Stay close.
Yeah. Baby, I don't like it. I'm trying to make you mine. Yeah, you just wasting time. Move it, shake it, hardcore. Can you make up your mind? I just wanna know what you want. Designer bags, fashion over and some fly shit. Upgrade you from a side chick, turn you to my shit. That's what you be playing when you ride it. Hope I'm on your mind when you decide. First you hot, then you cold. With you solid, then you fold. This shit is getting old, baby, I don't know. First you hot, then you cold. With you solid, then you fold. This shit is getting old. I'm just trying to figure out what you want. You don't need a man. No, you don't need a man. I just wanna know what you want. You call my phone and come on over, put it on. Yeah. They say you got an attitude, can you tell me what's wrong, girl? Try to hit you back, but you ain't want to pick up the phone, girl. That's the type of shit that make me end up with your home, girl. I gotta cut my ties, you fucking with my mind. Baby, you telling lies, and you just wasting time. I gotta cut my ties, you fucking with my mind. Baby, you telling lies, I'm just trying to figure out what you want, 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 what you want.
Dasani Red with What You Want.
What you
Streaming
want?
live, yeah, right. Right. Streaming live on Facebook,
Girls
live,
never
YouTube,
know what
Blog
they
Talk.
want. What you want?
That's a topic for next week. That's how we're gonna end the year. We're gonna be talking about relationships.
We're gonna talk about love.
It's been a minute. Since we did that. But welcome back to Social Thought, everybody. I'm your host, Michael. This is the prettiest legislator in the Hudson Valley, John Carlo Laverius. Check this out. You guys don't remember last week? We started this little promo right here. Okay, check this out. Sylvia's Jamaican Restaurant, 105 Main Street, Poughkeepsie. Offer valid from 12/10 to 12/31. That's till the end of the year. Come in on a Tuesday and mention hashtag Social Thought and get $2 off of a meal, $10 or higher.
Yes. This is definitely a local business around the 845 area. Been in business over 2 decades. So this is a wonderful business, a central business in the city of Poughkeepsie. So please go support your local business. Support us by supporting them. So make sure you guys go to Sylvia's Jamaican Restaurant on a Tuesday. Order the oxtails, extra gravy. Mention hashtag Social Thought and get $2 off.
There we go. Do you like oxtail?
I love
What's
oxtail.
your favorite Jamaican dish?
Ooh. Oh, man.
Because you get everybody up in arms about this whole Reese's thing all the time.
Breakfast, Jamaican breakfast, I like breadfruit, porridge.
What kind of porridge?
Peanut porridge. I like peanut
Not
porridge
a big
a lot.
peanut.
I like peanut porridge a lot.
Okay.
Definitely lunch, man, is either red snapper. Love red snapper with white rice and plantain. Oxtail would be number 2. I think that would be it, man. Definitely like jerk chicken, but definitely red snapper. If I had to choose one, it's definitely red snapper.
Nice. So I mean, I know this is gonna. Well, my favorite dish obviously is oxtail. I love oxtail. I love curry goat and curry chicken. But my thing is, what I do whenever I go down to the restaurant and get some good food, every Friday and Saturday, they have mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
They have mac and cheese. So we go a little.
So we gonna.
All right. So
hit that
this
up.
is what I do.
I never had the mac and cheese before.
Let me tell you something. This is what I do. Okay, and by the way, the fried chicken down at the restaurant is probably the best fried chicken in Hudson Valley.
What cheese do y'all use to make your mac and cheese? Because if it's not Velveeta, I don't want it.
But anyway, you wouldn't use Kraft?
Now I use Kraft. Velveeta.
Okay, anyway.
Velveeta.
All right, so check this out. So I go down there, get mac and cheese, put it in a plate.
Yeah.
Throw some mixed veggies on it.
Ooh. Gotta have your vegetables.
Chop up a piece of chicken.
Chop it up.
Put a couple pieces of oxtail. Throw a little oxtail gravy on it.
Oh, that's...
And I put a couple pieces of good. Dude, it's the greatest meal you'll ever have in your life. I'm telling you, I'm going to put everybody onto this meal. You got to mix it up, man.
The Davis dish.
That's the Davis dish. That's what we're calling it. That's exactly what we're calling it. What's your favorite Jamaican dish, everybody? What's yours? I want to hear it. If you want to call in, definitely call in 914-219-0905. I want to hear your favorite Jamaican dish. But as we're getting that started here, since I'll be in New York next week, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to be in New York next week, which means that you got to come on to the show next week. There we go. We got extra gravy, hashtag extra gravy. We got jerk chicken with dirty rice. It's called rice and peas.
It's called rice and peas. Why the rice got to be dirty?
Or white rice.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. All right, so let's get into our first topic. All right. So I know we're gonna jump into a serious topic. So if you guys don't know, Jessica Lopez is a Newburgh, is a Hudson Valley teacher who went missing in early November. November 3rd went missing. Yeah. So this is from the Hudson Valley Post, your favorite.
My favorite place.
Your favorite news article. Jessica Lopez of Newburgh has now been missing for over 20 days. And I think this article was actually back in November 25th. So this is a pretty... Bobby Welber, back in November 25th, is the last news article that they wrote about it. Yeah. We're going to talk about that as well. So Jessica Lopez of Newburgh has now been missing for over 20 days. The New Windsor Police Department says finding Lopez has been the department's top priority since taking over the investigation from City of Newburgh Police and learning about the suspicious nature surrounding her disappearance. To date, Jessica has not contacted any of her family or friends, and she still has not used her cell phone or any of her credit cards, police say. Lopez was last seen in the early morning hours of November 3rd at the Windsor Motel on Route 9W in the town of New Windsor. Lopez's family says it's very out of character of her to be at the motel. So, just going to finish up this here, but police previously said Lopez was last seen during the evening hours of November 1st near her outside of her home on Du Bois Street in the city of Newburgh. Her car was found days later in the town of Newburgh on November 1st. Lopez was at the Chili's in Newburgh. Her friend drove her to her home in the city of Newburgh, where she got into her car. Police and Lopez's family believe her car could give the best clues as to what happened to her. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you know what? It's a sad thing that, we hear about children disappearing. We hear about, adults disappearing. And this right here, lets you know, how close danger can be, and how we're not so far from it. With Jessica Lopez, real praise to the family, to her friends, to her students, because she is a teacher in the Newburgh City District, I believe. So definitely prayers go out to all of you guys to find this woman.
Right.
It's a shame. It's a shame that this happened. As you said, November was the last time.
November 3rd.
They wrote about her.
Right. November 25th was
November
the last
25th.
time. November 25th is the latest article on this, and
we're looking at a little
almost
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3.5 weeks
since we've heard anything.
Since we heard
so is this
anything.
police investigation still going on? What's going on?
Who knows? I mean, if it's a top priority, we can only, I don't believe everything I see or read, but we can only assume that they are, right? That they're taking these priorities. But here, the thing that I see is, it's in New Windsor. Okay, so I was gonna make the connection that it would be an issue because since they had these layoffs in the city of Newburgh.
Well, the thing is that the New Windsor, I believe the New Windsor police took over.
They took over, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I see that now. So, hopefully the town of New Windsor is doing what they can to find this young lady.
Right.
Whether she happens to be, alive or, she has transitioned on, that, we're able to give that family some closure onto what happened, or if she is still alive, that, she finds a way to reach out.
Right.
That she really finds a way to reach out to somebody, anybody.
So I'm wondering, the way this article is written, it's seeming as if the phone is still active, or if there's some type of activity where, she may be not wanting to be found, or is that a stretch to say, or
we don't know. That's the thing. Everything is possible, right? And all theories should be.
Usually, if somebody's missing for this long, this doesn't, usually doesn't point to much positive there. But we want to we want to keep positivity alive here.
Absolutely,
if she's
alive here.
Whatever. And again, I'm going based off the article. What it's stating is that she doesn't seem as if she can be reached or wants to reach out. If she may be alive or may not be alive. It's a little. The article's a little.
I think I didn't read the entire thing, but I believe not, because I didn't hear it from this source.
Right.
But that she was with somebody at a movie theater.
Yeah, at the movie theater.
So.
But they went to a motel, but the family is saying, that it's not like her to even stay at a motel.
Right. So the thing is, like, the person that she went with, if they can look at camera footage, of the movie theater and see who she came in with,
right,
and who she came out with,
or even the motel. There's cameras everywhere.
Motel, try to, put that face and surveil it through, a database, a prison database, and see what happens. Because if the family says this is unlike her, for her, a person just to disappear like that, there's something to it, man. There's something to it.
Absolutely. Now, I was also going to read a little more into this. Late Sunday, post on social media stated that Lopez was found dead. Lopez's brother denies the allegations, and police have not released anything about a dead body being found. I've seen a lot of posts, in quote, this is Lopez's brother, I've seen a lot of posts claiming that my sister's body was found and people writing RIP Jessica's body has not been found. If you see anyone posting something like this, I'm asking everyone to help me by reminding them to be mindful of her family and friends who are hurting deeply every day. Losing a loved one is one of the most painful situations anyone can go through. Lopez's brother wrote on Facebook. She's a former teacher of Newburgh. According to her social media accounts, her brother says she recently quit her job working as a health clinic in Newburgh to care for their sick father. So, this is odd. You know what I'm saying? And this goes along with what we were talking about before on the show about the missing children and everything. Do you think this kind of ties into this missing persons?
I don't know.
Missing children.
I don't know. I would think the people who kidnap children are people who just strictly kidnap children because adults are stronger, right? I don't think that the two correlate, but again, it goes to show how close danger can be, and how all of us have to be in our P's and Q's. Women, if you're out there and you're going on a date with somebody, even if you know the person, make sure you tell a friend before that you're going out with this person, who this person is, where y'all gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? Just in case anything happens, there's somebody to be your voice if something were to ever happen to you. Or have the friend take a picture of, take a selfie. Be like, hey, let's take a selfie. Click, and you send that to your friend. Be like, yo, this is the person I'm with, just in case. Right. Things like that have to be done. The buddy system is important, not just for females, but for men as well. I'm saying, make sure you know what you're getting yourselves into. Absolutely. And who you're talking to. So it's very important that we take those measures.
Yep. And as I just wrote, anybody from Blog Talk Radio listening and Spotify and iHeart and all podcast platforms, our hearts and prayers definitely do go out to the family of this young woman. Yeah. If you see something or hear something, please say something.
Yes, please do. If you have any information regarding Jessica Lopez that may lead to her being found, definitely contact the town of New Windsor Police Department. I'm sure you can find the family as well through Facebook. Absolutely. Please go out there and help this family find some closure. It's important.
Absolutely. So all right. Any closing thoughts on this topic right here?
No, man. I just hope that the New Windsor Police Department is doing their best to find this young lady. That prayers are being sent up so blessings can come down, and hopefully, at the end of all this, something happens. Whether she is found or whether she is found, already transitioned, that they're able to, do the proper things that family needs to do.
Absolutely. And Dawn, you definitely made a good point. Do that in Uber and Lyft too. Absolutely. Yeah. I just feel like if anybody is going to get into a Uber or Lyft or a taxi, always send your location to somebody that you truly feel comfortable with. Send your location to them. You know what I'm saying? Whenever me and my guys go out, we're always, you know what I'm saying? We know where each other are all the time. Yeah. All the time when we're out. So always, whenever you get into a Lyft or an Uber or any type of cab, please send your location to somebody or make sure somebody knows exactly what's going on. Check in with whoever throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Safety is the greatest priority.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. Right? So, big shout out to Lou,
man.
La Patria. But anyway, so we're going to close out on this topic. Dawn, get ready to call in because our next topic is going to... I actually want you to be here for the next two topics because our next topic is going to be, is Santa Claus real?
Santa!
Right. Is Santa Claus real? Is it okay for those that believe in the ideology, see, I can say it fast, of Santa Claus to let their kids know if Santa is real or fake? We're going to definitely discuss that. I think someone's doing burnouts outside.
Yeah, somebody's doing burnouts outside. They really do? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely... Absolutely. Take a picture of the car, the license plates, everything. But yes, like I said, when we come right back, we are going to talk about Santa. And right now, a word from our sponsor.
I'm the real Santa Claus.
Oh my God, today we have remote control. This remote control is approximately $0, folks. $0. But today, we are giving it to you for free. That's right. Free, folks. It's only shipping and handling. Now, if you dial in right now, we're going to throw in an additional remote. All you got to pay is the shipping and handling, folks. That's it. One low fee, $69.99. We're going to ship you these 2 remote controls. Now, you can break that into flex payments. That's flex payments for the shipping and handling. No charge for the remotes. None. They're free. $69.99 shipping and handling. Call in now. All right? We got you. Next 15 minutes, we're throwing in a free remote, folks. That's 2 remotes for the price of 1. It's a great deal. You couldn't do better. Thanks for shopping with QVC.
Shout out to LJ, what we have. That's alright, so you're probably wondering yourself what that was, right? So shout out to my boy Lou. He is a very, very comical
Get your free
person.
remotes.
Exactly. Get your free remotes. He's a very comical person. He's definitely somebody that you guys definitely got to be on the lookout for. We are going to, you know what I'm saying? We want to start adding to Social Thought, especially in the new year. So what we're going to do is we're going to start doing little segments where we play these funny videos, funny memes, and all this other stuff throughout our broadcast. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to turn this into a full-fledged podcast, full-fledged show, radio show that everybody can interact, fully interactive and everything. It's really, really awesome. So,
yes, and going from that, man, again, Social Thought is also a remote podcast.
yes.
So we're always traveling. If you want us to come to your show, to your city, to shine a light on your community,
Mhm.
hit us up, man, at business@thesocialthought.com. We are always ready. We're always ready.
Absolutely. Or Making Productions 1
Yes, Productions
at gmail.com as well. So, with that being said, my name is Michael. I'm your host, and this is the Prettiest Legislator in the Hudson Valley, John Carlo Lavarius. Check this out. I lost my train of thought. Just kidding. So, let's talk about Santa. Let's talk about Santa because it's
and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Django in the building. Brian in the building. Alexis in the building.
Brian,
everybody in the building. Django, I'm definitely going to want you to call in for this subject as well. I think this is going to be a really good topic for you to talk about because you are a father. So, is Santa Claus real? Is it okay for those that believe in the ideology? I can never get it. The ideology of Santa Claus.
It's all right.
Oh, we're getting a call.
You got to call him.
Who's this? Who's this? Caller!
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey! We're being extra today.
Oh, hey. So, I'm going to stay mute for right now, and then when y'all ready to bring me in for this whole body thing,
You don't want to talk about Santa?
Yeah. Atiana's up, so...
Yeah, alright. So, I guess that answers that question.
Cover the baby's ears.
I guess that answers that question.
Santa's real.
Atiana. She can't hear you, so...
Oh.
So, again, the topic... Yeah, you can definitely put yourself on mute. I'll put you on mute as well. Alright?
Okay.
All
Yep.
right. So, is Santa Claus real? Is it okay for those that believe in the idea of Santa Claus to let their kids know if Santa is real or fake?
I don't think you should ruin it, for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think at a certain age, they'll find out by themselves
Right.
if Santa is real or not. I found out by myself, if Santa was real or not. I don't think you should destroy the fun of it. Mm-hmm. If you tell, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, hey, Santa isn't real, I bought the gifts. Like, you kind of ruining the fun, the magic, that kind of comes, with the holiday spirit. And so, I don't think it is necessary for parents to tell their kids, oh, Santa's not real or Santa is real. Let the kid figure it out by himself. Don't destroy the magic, man.
Well, we are definitely living in a society today where we want to have things more neutral. In our society, we want to be more in the know. We want people to be able to have a better understanding. So, with that being said, do we take away this fake idea, or because I mean, Saint Nicholas is somebody that actually existed. Was somebody who was, who did give away presents.
Yeah.
In history, it does show that this person named Saint Nick did give away presents,
from
and that's
Russia.
where, this is.
That's where Santa Claus came. Yeah.
I thought you were going to follow up with the whole Russian thing.
No.
What we have, the more of the pop culture sense of Santa Claus, the American ideal of Santa Claus is that of jolly old Saint Nick.
There's a magic to the holidays, man. And I think people get excited for that. Myself included. I don't particularly like the weather, but I definitely like the ambiance, man. I love the Christmas lights that I see, especially in New York City.
Right.
You see the Christmas lights, you see the trees and stuff. It brings a sort of magic to it.
That's definitely the spirit of Christmas. The spirit,
exactly.
But can we still have the spirit of Christmas without Santa?
I don't know. I think for me, with a 6-year-old, I want the magic to be there. And for me, it's nostalgic for me, because I'm a big kid at heart. And so, having, even though I know that this person doesn't exist, just having the magic there is nostalgic. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
For me. So I don't think so. I think the kids will find out eventually. What the truth is, and they find out when they.
Don't
find
we want
out.
to live more in an honest world, though? That's what I'm saying. Don't we
But
want
I
to
don't
live in a
think
more
it's-
honest world where
I don't think it's dishonest.
Do you think we should tell our kids, you know what? I'm actually the one that gets you your presents, but
Right.
understand that this person.
Yeah, I think it ruins it, man.
Yeah, like I don't really know how to.
Because I think you have to have a certain maturity to kind of understand that whole concept. That it's not Santa Claus, it's me, right? And it kind of destroys it for a young kid. I think people should wait until they're mature enough to have that understanding that it's mommy and daddy who does this.
And what age do you think that is to have that mature understanding?
I don't know.
Do you think a 13 to 15-year-old should still know that?
Yeah,
Santa
I
Claus
say once the kids in high school.
You have to
14,
go to
15.
bed. You got to go to bed right now.
Yeah.
Because if you're still awake, Santa is
Santa's
not bringing you
coming. I think
presents.
once they hit that teenage years is when you kind of have they'll find out by themselves. And if you still like 16, 17, 18, believing in Santa,
I'm 30 and I still believe in Santa.
I believe in the magic of it. I don't believe there's a person coming down my chimney though.
Yeah.
I don't. I believe Amazon is gonna.
You know how like in those movies they showed many different ways of how Santa Claus came down the chimney. That was always one thing that I always wondered. Like, how did he get down into certain chimneys? Like, and then as a kid, I looked.
It's the power of
I
Christmas.
literally looked at these chimneys like, there's no way this man is fitting through something like this or something like that. But then, like, I remember one movie. I forgot what movie that was, but they had Santa pretty much turn into like these little particles and like float
down.
Yeah,
That's
into
pretty dope.
and that's what made me believe again, because again it was the magic.
It's the magic, man. I don't think you should tell kids, man. Let them find out on their own. Once they're in their teen years, I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. But leave the magic alone, man.
Got a call coming in right now. Caller, what's going on?
Hello.
I hear myself.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey.
Mike, why are we lying to the kids, man?
This is Lewis. This is Lou. What's going on, Lou?
Why are we lying to the kids, Mike?
I'm just saying. That was the question. Should we lie to the kids or should we let them know that Santa's not real, but believe in this fake idea or this?
It's really a hard topic. I mean, I do have a problem with giving all the credit to Santa.
Why do you have a problem giving all the credit to Santa? You can't the spirit of you be Santa? Does it matter to your infant child that Santa Claus exists?
That's my point. Like,
do you want to be Santa?
Why not establish the bond of parenthood and associate that with the spirit of Christmas rather than giving some credit to a legend or a myth for providing your child with that joy?
Touche.
I
don't got a response.
And it's very difficult. It's actually very difficult for this man to not have a response back to something.
I don't have a response to that. I don't have a response.
I mean, and moreover, like, let's take a look at it like this. So, Santa, let's say, for instance, a rich kid's parents, and they're like, Santa got me this, Santa got me that. Kid goes to school, he's interacting with other children that are not as fortunate, and then they kind of feel dissed by Santa, like, damn, Santa got him all this, but Santa got me this, or didn't get me this.
Right, but I mean...
And you're creating...
I agree. I definitely agree with that. But I want to say, but from a standpoint of a 2 to say maybe a 6, 7-year-old, right? I feel like after that, then that bonding period should begin with the parent to child and Christmas. But What about the idea of just this? Because, you got television, kids are growing up and they're being educated by TV nowadays. So when they're seeing Santa Claus on the television, why is it that we can't, promote that within the mentality of a child until a certain age? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can also agree with that too, especially, growing up with the ideology of a Santa Claus and, my mother actually bringing me to a place called the North Pole. It had this pole of ice that was ice even in the summertime. So as a kid, you're just like, oh, whoa, whoa,
You know what I'm saying? Watching movies like The Polar Express, watching movies like Christmas Story, all that stuff,
The spirit of it is a good thing, and I think it promotes positivity, and it can bring people together. However, I do feel at some point, we have to acknowledge the fact that, we're the ones that are taking care of our children.
Right.
And it's not some old man that's going to reward them whether or not they've been good or bad.
Right. What age do you think? What age do you think that we should start that bonding for the Christmas spirit?
I don't know. Is there an age where you see? I mean, if you see like a 15-year-old and he's like, "Yo, Santa's coming" or whatever,
that's what I'm saying. It's like at 15, like you got all right, bro. Let's have a real conversation.
Approaches that situation.
Yeah, I think after 13 is the cutoff. 13 is the cutoff.
Right. Okay. So that's a valid number to me. So
yeah.
I mean,
like once you're a teen, it's like
I feel like, eventually you grow out of it on your own, right? I mean,
right.
You come to that self-realization.
I'm not gonna lie, man. We're late 80s, 90s babies, so we didn't find out Santa wasn't real until about our late teen years, man. Or maybe I just didn't.
Mike found out at 22.
I found out at 25 that Santa wasn't real, and I was devastated.
Hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
How's my acting, by the way?
How's your acting?
Yeah.
It's stellar.
Thank you, Lou.
That means it sucks.
So,
So,
I just want to drop in on this real quick. That's my 2 cents on the matter. So.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that video. The word from our sponsor video. That was hilarious.
Yeah, we could do that again. We can definitely do that again.
Yeah, keep sending them through, man. Keep sending them.
I appreciate it, bro.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
All right, later. Got another call coming through. Caller, what's going on?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hello.
What up? What up?
Okay. What's up? On Santa.
Santa.
Santa. You know what? My father made a point to let me know, like the first time I talked about Santa. He's like, oh yeah, he's not real. like immediately when I was young.
Dreams ruined.
And like,
Dreams all ruined, man.
And so, but you know what though? Like for me, it wasn't though, because like it's still like, how do I put it? Like I started to treasure like the time with family, like God's present, time with family. Like the day was still fun and stuff, but like it was still like, oh wow, like for me I was like, oh cool, like my dad. My dad also wasn't really, he didn't really celebrate Christmas, but Kwanzaa at the time. So, even still, he's like, I'm like, you know what? He's still getting me stuff. He's still making sure we're happy on this day. He's still doing all this other stuff. So, like, the magic for the day is still there for me. Just because, like, and to me, it wasn't really Santa. It was just more so like, oh, cool, I get to get off school, to hang out with my family, eat some good food, and relax.
Sure.
As far as, like, it's I mean, maybe Santa is not necessarily bad for everybody, but in my experience, I don't feel like I missed anything. I genuinely just like am a lot happier. Well, I think, because I don't really, I didn't live through that, but I'm happy knowing that like my holidays were about family.
Yeah.
Like 100% about family. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And
So,
that's another thing that my parents did when we were growing up. It was just literally about family. It's like waking up together. And I think that's the magic of Christmas, the magic of and the idea of Santa Claus is that you have your kids that are having trouble going to sleep at night, and they wake up 7, 8 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, ready to open up their first present, screaming, "What did Santa? Look at what Santa got me! Look at what Santa got me!" So again, I do believe Giancarlo here when it says we gotta keep the magic alive of Santa Claus, because again, that idea is what brings families together in a sense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
and then you get older and you realize that the true, like you said, the true magic of the holidays is just being around your family.
Just being around family.
Especially at a time where families are being separated at the border.
Yeah.
Or
children are over the bone, so they can't see each other.
Right. Children are disappearing.
This man really brought it back to social thought.
Families are passing away.
Yeah.
Through violence or through opioid addiction. It's always good to be around that.
Yeah, absolutely. Made me just a little bit sad there.
Sorry.
Just a little sad.
What?
You brought it. You brought the reality here. You brought the reality.
I did. I brought the real to Santa.
You brought the real to Santa.
I mean, quite real.
So, Jeremy, you're I should say Remy, because that's your my fault. That's your stage name. I should keep it on. Keep the stage name.
Everybody knows now.
Everyone knows now. Remy, you got any closing thoughts on this?
Just if your child is 13 and they don't know, then you're probably not doing something right. That's all. My thought.
All right.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful soul.
You're a beautiful soul.
You're a beautiful soul.
We love you. Thank you.
On that screen there, hit that share button and start inviting people to the live. All right.
Word.
We're gonna be talking about body shaming coming up next, so you can call back in when you're ready for that. All right, bro.
I was absolutely gonna do that. All right, guys.
All right. So, closing thoughts. Santa Claus, keep the hopes alive, keep the spirit alive.
Keep the
I
magic
did
there
want
for
to
kids,
speak about that too, actually. It's actually another point that I wanted to get deep into a little bit. So, recently in the Social Thought group chat page, and I'll spend another 7 minutes on this topic. So, on the Social Thought group page, there was a very hot topic that DJ King Apollo put up about the Huffington Post opening up a news article on a children's book featuring a gay black Santa. And this is what triggered
he's black and he's gay? Or?
Yeah, he's black and he's gay.
Okay.
And this is what triggered this question that I had about the idea of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Because, again, my thoughts on it was that Santa is this fictional character, American idea that was created. Yeah. So my idea was that Santa Claus is up for interpretation.
Yeah, Santa's whoever you want him to be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of people were not too happy about it because it's as if, I think one of the comments said, instead of the person just being black, a black Santa Claus, now we're just skipping roles here and just going to a black gay Santa Claus.
Right. What about an Asian Santa Claus?
Or an Asian Santa Claus.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's here's the thing. We're living in a world that is trying to be so politically correct that it is actually doing the opposite. It's not helping. There are certain things that should be left alone. Like Santa Claus, like the Easter Bunny. Oh no, I don't like Easter Bunny. I'd rather make it Easter fish. Come on, man. These are characters that are left to the imagination of you, but don't necessarily have to be pushed out to the public like that. Right. So let Santa Claus be Santa Claus. If you want, in your mind, if Santa Claus to you is black and gay, well, that's Santa Claus for you. Don't try to push that interpretation to everybody else because you're feeling a certain way. That's not how it should be done.
So you don't feel like it should, in a sense, be publicized? That we should have these? You don't think different versions of Santa Claus should be publicized?
Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily, no. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I understand that, we want diversity everywhere, but when we're talking about fictional characters, let kids be kids, man. Like,
I think personally, again, my thought on it is that Santa Claus is up for interpretation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I do believe any version of Santa that wants to be out there should be out there. And again, I can understand where people can get upset about it because, you know what I'm saying, Santa Claus is just as religious as it's just as religious as traditionally as the Easter Bunny,
yeah,
or
sure.
So I did have one person tell me, I bring up this topic again to another person. They said, imagine, what was their thoughts, man? And I don't want to say it wrong. I'm just going to bring it up. And it's like, just imagine them pushing a black Jesus.
Jesus is black.
Right. You know what I mean? It's like, it was something like that. They came up with something like that. So, I'm not going to get too deep into it because they're not here to speak on it. I rather them speak on it. But it's something like that.
That said that it shouldn't be in a children's book. Let kids be kids. Sure, we can agree with that. Again,
I don't really agree with it, to be honest with you. I don't agree with that.
It's tough, bro. It's really tough because, how, and it sounds like almost like a weird question, but how much diversity is too much diversity?
Right.
To the point where it's no longer about diversity, but it's now more about pushing your agenda because you can.
I think it's more of, and this show again is based all on opinion, and I think it's really just us being open. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's not. I don't think it's any way to sway a child to be this type, or for a child to be this type, or to be this, or to. Sure. I think it's more of us to have an understanding of the reality of our society.
Okay.
I think that's more of what it is.
But wouldn't that be confusing to the, let's say the 4-year-old that sees, let's say TV, watches, 30 Days of Christmas on ABC Family and sees Santa Claus in this sort of light.
Yeah, but what about that?
Then reads the book that Santa's black and gay. Wait, that's not what I'm seeing. That's not what I'm reading.
But what about the But what about the 4-year-old who has 2 dads or who has 2 moms? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that one of those dads is dressing up as Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And delivering presents. Because again, we have that role playing that goes on in family homes where Santa Claus may be dad coming through the door, or maybe mom coming through the door. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of, I believe it's more of an interpretation thing. I do believe that we should have a better acceptance as to the different interpretations of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I do believe in our society there is the reality that anybody can be anything in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Literally,
we should be open to it. We should be open to it.
You
We had a call coming in. I was just about to click on you. If you got caller, if you just called in, definitely give us a call back again. We definitely want to hear your thought.
Yeah, call in 914-219-0905. We definitely want to hear your social thought on this topic. Mike did mention about the Huffington Post making an article about Santa being black and gay. Does that destroy the traditional beliefs of Santa? And if it does, is it positive or is it negative? Or do we just leave it be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a positive or negative. I'm neutral to it. Again, I believe that we need to live in a society where we see the reality of things, and I think that's what the Huffington Post was looking to do, is just the reality of it. I mean, that's just my thought on the matter. But I just want to bring that up. I just want to talk about it. I spent a little more. Oh, here we go. Caller.
Here we go.
Caller, what's going on?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got 15 minutes.
You don't have
It's
15
still
minutes.
on. I
You
don't
got
know.
5 minutes. You got like 2 minutes. King Apollo, it's the king!
All right, so I got like 2 minutes to talk. I got like 13 minutes on break. So, basically, I feel like, one, this is a fictional character, so it should stay as such, and two, it's another form of trying to desensitize things
Mm-hmm.
to make it seem like everything can be accepted all at once. So we're just baby stepping things. Because remember that whole thing where there was like, say it should be a non-binary a lot at once.
Right.
And then it should be a woman. And this is a lot. It's just like, it's just trying to take like a common thing and just make it to where it can be accepted by all, even though it didn't need to be because it's Santa and it represents Christmas on a non-religious aspect.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think Santa Claus should stay the way it is. And what I don't understand is if Santa Claus wanted to be of homosexual integrities, why they have to be black? I couldn't have just been white.
I just think, again,
Or like-
my thought is it's up to interpretation. I mean, again, people are gonna have their opinions on it. It's gonna be mixed emotions, but
Right.
Santa isn't real. So
Yes, again, like Santa.
I understand that we
Santa's
want to hold on
fictitious,
to
but-
our idea and our tradition of what Santa Claus is, but
Yeah.
we're adults and we actually know what Santa Claus
we
actually
should
is.
think rationally. I mean,
Santa Claus is us spending money
Right. The next Santa Claus could
on
be
ungrateful people. No,
no. The next Santa could be somebody who has disabilities.
right.
You could have the next Santa be someone who's in a wheelchair, or a
Mhm.
Santa who suffers from, autism, right?
Or PTSD.
Right. So, Santa can be Santa however you imagine it to be. I think at first glimpse, it's a hard punch to take.
Mm.
It's something that needs to be simmered for a while.
Yeah. DJ King Apollo, what's up, man?
The king.
Just working like a true slave.
He's been touring a lot, everybody. He's gonna be on tour for the next 3 or 4 months.
Yes.
And when he gets back,
Right, yeah,
he'll be back on the show.
I've been on tour. They're coming out with a movie about me. It's called 12 Years of Work.
12 years of work.
All right, man.
Every damn day. Every damn day, my work.
We love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Can't wait to have you
So-
back.
All right, I'll go back to the life.
No life.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. With that being said, let's play one last song before let's play one last song. You want to hear another Dasani Red?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's
man.
do another Dasani Red. You know what? Let's do Row Major with Vogue.
All right.
After this, we'll be
back.
right back. We're going to be talking about Lizzo, the main topic, which is body positive versus body shaming. If you guys want to get in on this topic, the number to call is 914-219-0905. We'll be back after this. Yeah.
I think it's the right time. Jury all lit up like it's nighttime. Homegirl, don't get caught up in the hype now. The type of class we in, bring your flight down. We in to get it. Model on the runway, life gotta live it. Bottle after bottle, gotta spark when we get it. Pulling on the call, pull your girl while I spill it. It's vivid. And I ain't talking about porn stuff, but don't I remember you shaking it up on Pornhub? First time that I seen it called a dub love. Need a copy of the shit, bootleg care. She telling me that she on Connect Portal, but I need a little something that's more formal. You got the diamonds on your wrist, girl, you're so cool. You got that let you never look good, you're not normal. Slow down, girl, you're killing them. On Instagram, you're killing them. On Twitter, girl, you're killing them. And keep killing them until you get an M. don't really do it. Go on Snapchat. Wait a couple seconds for the feedback. Girl, you got them jealous. You don't need that. Got them haters waiting, just sitting with a tea bag. They be just waiting for the tea, yes. You just keep showing more bags. Chanel got them racing, this is no drag, oh dag. They don't like it. Even if they don't like it. See your lifestyle, girl, they gon' buy it. You the queen of the trap, you the highness, cold god. This shit is deep, they'll never know. You flowing low underwater, where the pants go. So we can stream it on live, smoking on loud shit. We keep it quiet, girl, they never know. Slow down, girl, you killing them. On Instagram, you killing them. On Twitter, girl, you killing them. And keep killing them until you get an M. Okay, you can get it. Car, shoes, bags, oh yeah, for a minute. Van Termans, Rollie, never ticket. Tell your friends to keep up, girl, I hate getting tickets. But she fine, so fine. I paid double just to get up in your timeline. She fine, so fine. I paid double just to get up in your timeline. Slow down, girl, you killing them. On Instagram, you killing them. On Twitter, girl, you killing them. And keep killing them until you get an M.
You know, I just wish. I was just half as talented as all these artists that we play on the show, man. Because I wish I could just rap. Yeah, I don't worry, Don.
Send your music to us, man.
I got you.
If you're an artist, send us your music. Making Productions 1@gmail.com. If you're an artist and you have an event, you have a performance, we want to be there. We want to be the press people to be at your next show. Mm-hmm. So holler at us. Mm-hmm. Holler at us either at business@thesocialthought.com or at makingproductions1@gmail.com. We definitely want to be at your show. We definitely want to have clips of your community, of your social thought here on Social Thought. So make sure you hit us up, man.
Absolutely. And also offer valid from 12/10/2019 to 12/31/2019. Come in on a Tuesday and mention #Social Thought and get $2 off of a meal, $10 or higher at Sylvia's Jamaican West Indies Restaurant, 105 Main Street, Poughkeepsie. The number to call is 845-473-7110. You can come in on a Tuesday and mention Social Thought, #Social Thought, okay, and get $2 off of a meal, $10 or higher. Promo only available on Tuesdays throughout the month.
Till the 31st.
Absolutely. Oxtail, stew chicken, curry goat. Snapper. Jerk chicken. Dawn is in the building.
Dawn, our moves do not have to retire. Our moves are bringing the people together.
That girl, shut the fuck up.
Our moves are rejuvenation.
It just came for you.
Our moves are rejuvenation. Because Minister of Life and Farrakhan teaches us.
Oh, yeah, that's how you feel? Everybody, welcome back to Social Thought. I'm your host, Michael. This is the prettiest legislator in Dutchess County, Giancarlo Laverius. And on the phone, we have our expert of jewelry, our expert of mental health, our expert on just life itself, expert mom, expert witness.
Yeah.
Dawn is in the building. What's going on?
What's up, guys? All right, so get to this topic because this is like one of my favorite topics.
No, for real. But first, please promote your brand. Promote yourself real quick before we do that.
All right, so like.
Because Christmas is coming up.
Let me just say, I'm the baddest bitch in Dutchess County. Just kidding. I'm not even in Dutchess County anymore, but.
You're on fire tonight.
No, I have a jewelry business where I sell $5 jewelry for men and women, and I have kids jewelry for only $1. If you're looking for a last-minute gift for Christmas, make sure you go ahead and like my business page. That's Atiana's Boutique by Dawn. That's ATIANNA_S Boutique by Dawn. So go ahead and like that.
Beautiful.
Love it.
All right, so the final topic of the night, because we got 28 minutes left, is Lizzo recently pulled up to a Lakers game feeling all cheeky.
With the butt out.
We discussed the outcry from her outfit, which plays into our title, body positive versus body shaming. So, let me bring up the news article in regards to this. Once it loads, it's taking its sweet time. So, Lizzo herself says, "Don't ever let anybody steal your joy, especially not the internet," addressing some of the negative responses her cheeky look has received. Now, this article is people.com by Maria Pasquini. So Lizzo isn't listening to the haters. 4 days after setting social media ablaze with the cheeky outfit she wore at a Los Angeles Lakers game, the Good as Hell singer, 31 years old, stopped by CBS this morning to address why she isn't bothered by some of the negative responses. So she's, Gail King says, "You are so uniquely yourself." And before specifically mentioning the thong-revealing dress Lizzo wore while twerking for the crowd, which was criticized by many as being inappropriate for a public setting. Asking King what Lizzo thought of the negative response, the Grammy-nominated artist responded by saying she just wasn't paying much attention to them. "I stay in my own positive bubble. It's their opinion. It's not for me to really ingest. It's just for them to express and for me to choose to listen to or not listen to." Now, for those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, so if you guys have not seen or have seen, Lizzo recently has wore a dress that showed the cheeks.
Had a thong on.
Yeah. I let the cheeks all out.
Booty was out.
Now, do you feel as if this was inappropriate for her to wear in public at a public event?
At a Lakers game, man, where kids are there.
Kids are there. Everybody of all ages are there. Do you think this was appropriate? I'm going with you, Dawn, on this one.
Okay, so I am all for her, being confident with herself and her body and everything, because we all know that, back in the day, who knows what she had gone through or whatever, and she probably gained enough confidence where she was probably bullied for her weight or how she looked when she was younger or whatever. So now that she's on a bigger platform, she wants to promote herself and she wants to promote her body. But at the same time, for me personally as a parent, I wouldn't want my child to be seeing all someone's like ass or tits or whatever. Like, I think there's a time and place for all that.
Right.
Just not at like a family function or like a basketball game like that. Like, if you trying to do that at a club, go ahead, girl. That's on you. You trying to do that with your friends or whatever. But at the same time, you gotta have respect for everybody else who may not feel the same way about you.
Your thoughts, John Carlo?
I agree. And Mike and I spoke about this off air. As celebrities, you got to be careful about what you're doing in the public eye. Even someone like Rihanna, who is, very, very liberal with herself and with what she wears and who she is, she never pulled up to a Lakers game, the way Lizzo has. And she's by far, arguably one of the sexiest women in the industry. And so
is Lizzo. What up?
Yeah, sure. Arguably, sure. And so, with someone like Lizzo, I think it was more a publicity stunt than anything else. And I just think she did it at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Do you think Lizzo is one of these one-hit wonders that's just trying to soak up as much fame as possible while she's hot? Because you see a lot of artists that come out, and once they hit that get that one-hit wonder and everything's going well for them, they kind of fizzle out. Do you think she's just trying to live in the moment and do as much as she can right now to be remembered? So when that time fizzles out, she just know, oh yeah, this was Lizzo. This is how we remember her. Blah blah blah.
Maybe, but I think Lizzo is really talented. She's really, really skilled. She has a really loyal fan base, a really big fan base. So I don't think that Lizzo will be going anywhere. I don't think she'll be a one-hit wonder. I think she has good music coming out in the works. I think she's a good artist. So a stellar musician. I think that what she's doing is kind of part of that personality, so that people don't forget that she's still around.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a publicity stunt. I don't think it has anything to do correlated with necessarily her music. I think her music will speak to herself. People love her music.
Right.
I think it was just her letting people know that I'm still here.
What about you, Dawn? Do you think that?
I
Go ahead.
have a. I don't know if anybody else has thought about this too. Like, so, Lizzo is a bigger girl, but at the same time, you see people in the industry, like you said before, Rihanna, but also like Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion be out here wearing stuff like that, and it's like you don't really get too much reaction out of that, but out of Lizzo, you kind of get more of like a reaction out of that.
That's because Megan Thee Stallion goes to the clubs and does that, though.
Yeah.
She's not pulling up to, the Dutchess County Fair or, the Lakers game, how she would
At
a nightclub. That I know of, sure, that I know of. But, that's just what it is. I would assume that Megan Thee Stallion would know better to a certain degree. I think Lizzo just did that because it was publicity for her.
But would we have this same reaction if a celebrity who was that was slimmer than Lizzo did this?
Right. If Rihanna did it,
would we have this same reaction?
If Beyonce or Rihanna did it, honestly, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Would I still feel the same? Yes, I would. Would the rest of the population feel different? I think so. I think to a certain degree that there is a double standard when it comes to women and beauty, and what beauty happens to be. I think Lizzo is definitely on the forefront of changing what beauty is, and what the standardized definition of beauty is. You know what I'm saying? Someone like Lizzo, someone like Jill Scott is beautiful and who is a bigger lady. You know what I'm saying? So, I think she's kind of breaking the trend, and for a lot of us, it could be ugly because of how we think beauty is.
Right.
But I think Lizzo is definitely pushing the envelope. I just think she did it in the wrong place.
And Dawn, I just want to get your thought real quick before we get this caller in.
So I agree with what John Carlos was saying and everything. I just don't understand why in society and everything, like, we can look at one person and just judge everything that they're wearing or the way that they look and everything. At the end of the day, if that person's happy in their body, then let them be. They're not hurting anybody. It's just because you don't like how they look, it makes you feel uncomfortable. I just don't understand why. I feel like that's something inside yourself that you need to work on.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, let's get this caller in real quick. Caller, what's up?
Hi again, guys.
Hello.
So so I used to be big. I used to be quite big. I used to be over 300 pounds, and I lost weight, whatever, and then I started to feel better about myself, body, and blah blah blah, and like, I always told myself like I wouldn't be the type of guy that would like try to show off, like, look, I have whatever. So like I feel like I understand wanting to like be seen. You know what I mean? Either or not be seen, but be recognized for beauty or anything really. Everybody wants to be recognized by somebody for something. And I really don't even know the whole thing with Lizzo. I don't even know who Lizzo is, truthfully. But I think that a lot of the people, because I just noticing in my life is how people react to people that are famous. People are normally gonna get angry for stuff like that, in part because obviously, yes, like we'll take children for instance, the easiest way, because they probably haven't talked to their children about that yet. And I think like obviously like me, if I when I have kids, I'll tell them, I'll let them know earlier on because I want them to be prepared. I won't be just blunt about it, but I'll explain it to them. But like, I think a lot of people need to like take responsibility for their own upbringing of their own kids and the way they view other people before being like, okay, I don't like what they did. Like me personally, I don't think what you guys have said. I don't think what she did was decent or okay or good in my opinion. Right. But still, I think still like the first step that people need to take is explaining to the people that you're worried, like, again, it's a family function, like the kids. You need to explain to the kids, like, what that was, like, how that is, how to take that.
And to that defense, into that, into our defense, again, it's not going to help. My defense is not going to help in the sense of there are kids at this game. But you got to remember that we're living in a world, again, today, where freedom of expression is more prominent than anything. Especially with women.
Absolutely.
And, if the Staples Center made the move of banning Lizzo,
which they are not,
which they aren't, they're not doing. I think if they did, they would have had a huge riot with people who are saying, "Well, now you're body shaming her."
Right. And I wanted to ask Dawn, and Remy, stay on the line, Dawn, because we're gonna get into a nice discussion with this here. I want to ask, do you think there should have been a public outcry if Staples Center was to ban her for doing this? Do you think there would have been an outcry in the sense of their body shaming her rather than banning her because it was inappropriate? And hold on, Remy, hold that thought. We're gonna let Dawn speak first, and then I'll get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, no, I definitely think there will be like an outcry about it and everything because, again, the world that we live in right now, like, it's everyone's at this point where they just want freedom of everything, which, at the same time, I understand. But, again, I don't know, for me personally, I wouldn't want my child seeing all that. I would rather my child be a little older and more mature and everything, but, like, my child's 9. So, I can understand a parent being upset about their child seeing that when they don't want really their kid exposed to, like, seeing their kid, seeing someone half naked or something. I don't care what size you are. You could be the skinniest person in the world or the hugest person in the world. I personally just wouldn't want my child to see that. And then also I wanted to touch on, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to even say, guys. Sorry.
It's all right. If let me know.
If I think of it, I'll be like,
just cut us off. Remy, your thoughts on that?
I think there would definitely be a public outcry also if they banned her. And even though I don't think what she did is right, I think that if there was a public outcry if they banned her, I think that would be right. I think in that specific with this situation of what I know, the best thing to do would be like, okay, look, for next time, let's just make sure everyone knows that this type of stuff is not appropriate.
Okay.
Right.
Because, like, let's be honest here. Like, we have the internet, guys. Like, there's so much crap on the internet now. There's porn. There's all this other stuff out there. Like, kids are exposed to that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not necessarily porn. I hope they don't, not seeing it. But, like, they're exposed to this stuff. So, like, you can't say, okay, like, in this thing that's in your hand, you can go and see anything. But in real life, if you see it, like, how to put it, like we can't shame something. We can't shame something or look down on it in such a way that we start banning people.
Right.
If literally the people that we're worried about seeing it have all the power to see it in their hand. And again, I still don't agree that her twerking in front of when in a place where kids are is right, but you can't you gotta separate the two. Like, you can't just be like, okay, you did that, I don't like it, ban you, or what, cancel you? Is that what we're calling it now? Whatever, something.
Yeah, it's cancel culture, right?
Cancel culture,
yeah. All that's gonna do is just give you a big old downslide, whatever it is. It's gonna just be a moment. You're gonna have a whole bunch of momentum that's just gonna end badly because you wanted to just appease the people that, even if they were right, you just wanted to appease them, so you didn't actually find a solution that helped the people and the person. So, yeah.
I hear that. My next question, when it comes to body positive versus body shaming, how far do we take body positive? There's Jillian Michaels. She's an expert trainer.
Right.
That trained a lot of people on a show called The Biggest Loser, and she spoke about that. We're being so body positive with people who are, of a much greater weight, that we are supporting an unhealthy lifestyle.
Healthy.
So is
some people. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But some people don't have that. Like they have like a thyroid issue or whatever, or
Sure.
they have an issue where they try to lose weight but they can't, and their body is a certain.
You know what? A lot of that, believe it or not, is not even because yes, you can have thyroid issues, you can have all these other type of issues that will make it harder for you to lose weight. But if we were promoting the correct way of eating, which most of us don't even know how to do.
Somebody, wait 1 second. Somebody has a lot of feedback in the background. Somebody has a lot of feedback. They got to turn down whatever is going on in the background.
It ain't from me.
Hey Remy, if that's you, turn down your volume on your computer or something, or whatever you're watching it on.
No, my computer is actually silent. It's on mute.
Oh. All right.
But yeah, so it is, what are we doing there? Because someone like Lizzo, she's body positive, obviously, right? But are we then promoting an unhealthy lifestyle? Like if you have a person who's eating, half a box of pizza for lunch every day, but you want this person to feel positive about themselves, but they're pre-diabetic and they have high cholesterol. I mean, what do you do with that?
I think that we should instill healthy life choices, of course.
Exactly.
I don't think we should, of course. I think there's a way to say everything. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a way, there's a time and place, and we have to instill healthy life choices. But at the same time, also love the person that we are, or the person that we see in front of us. Yeah. We need to, show them that, even though I would love for you, because I want you to live a long life. Right. And, obviously this life choice that you're living with the certain foods that you're eating could lead to certain health issues or risks.
Right.
I'm trying to put it in the best way possible. I'm trying to be safe on this. Go ahead, Dawn.
You're saving them right now.
You guys keep going in and out. I don't know why. But I was trying to say, I saw in the comments, Juan, I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Oh yeah, I was gonna touch on that. I was gonna actually touch on that.
Okay, cool.
I was actually gonna get to that after this one.
I'm just confused as to why someone would think that her showing off her body or whatever is considered an insecurity or something.
So this was the comment. This is the comment that Dawn is speaking of. So we got a comment that said Queen Latifah, Monique DeBrat was Lizzo before Lizzo was Lizzo. Only difference is they are very secure with themselves. Lizzo clearly still has insecurities with herself and is seeking attention. Insecurities are loud. Confidence is humility. So the question is why do you believe that she has insecurities? Why do you think she's insecure? Because that in a sense is body shaming.
Is it?
I think in a sense that's body shaming because
I don't know.
I
don't know.
You're telling her that she has insecurities, so she needs this attention, or she needs to twerk in order, or needs to show off this type of way to.
Could be true. You think of, I don't know. For example, when good children start doing bad things, they start messing up their rooms, or they start throwing cups at a wall. It's because they feel insecure to a certain degree, and they're looking for attention because they feel other kids are getting that. Right, so it could be true. It could be true.
What are your thoughts on that, Dawn?
So would you say that about Rihanna too? Would Rihanna have insecurity because she showed off her body?
Sure. I believe everybody has insecurities. Absolutely.
I don't think necessarily that. Okay, you said Lizzo is I again don't know who she is. She's larger, I'm guessing. Yes. You said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think. When you start, again, this is my experience. When you start getting more attention, and people start saying, "Oh, yeah, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're handsome," your confidence goes up, and the thing is, you don't know how to deal with it. I don't care who you are. If you went from being okay looking, or in your mind, okay looking or ugly, to being recognized, beautiful, whatever, it's a huge shock. It's an insane shock. Like being able to adapt to that is not easy, especially if you're going to being famous. Very, very hard. I think that having that spotlight on you finally after all the years being the shadow, pretty much. It's not like you're not. It's not that you're trying. You're seeking for attention. My God, how do I say? Like on purpose. Not the word. That's not. But you pretty much
You got 30 seconds.
Seeking for it on purpose. Okay, but
because we're running out of time.
Looking for it. You want to get that high of being recognized for what you do, and that's what I think it is.
Dawn, you got
You're
one.
Insecurities in the wrong way.
Dawn, you got 1 minute before we start to close out.
Listen, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care if you big, you small, whatever. I think every woman is beautiful out there. Go ahead. If you want to wear that crop top, you're going to wear that crop top. If you want to wear them short shorts, you're going to wear them short shorts. So just be mindful of how you are dressing in public places when it comes to little kids and all that.
Much agreed.
But here's my thing. You don't think Lizzo thought about that shit?
Absolutely, and I think, and this is my rebuttal to what Remy was saying. My rebuttal is that and my rebuttal to Juan as well. There may be some type of insecurity there, right? There may be some type of insecurity there, but what I believe she's doing is she's promoting body positivity in that.
Sure.
So there may be some insecurity, but she's trying to show that, you know what? I may have these insecurities, but I want to let you all know, big women, small women, whatever woman, that you can be beautiful no matter what you wear.
But you could have done that outside of a
right.
Laker
And again,
game.
I do believe that as well.
My issue
I do
is
believe that
she
as well.
did that at a Laker game.
Yeah.
I don't care if she
and
did
that's
that
the
when
only
she was
problem.
just
The
walking
fact
around New
that
York
she
City.
did it.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
She
did it in a place where children.
Exactly. She did it at a place where it's family fun. I'm saying if you did that, at 30-30, like it's different.
So yeah. So I mean, I do believe this is a great body positive versus body shaming act. Lizzo, I condemn the fact that you did it at a family event, but I don't condemn that fact that you are showing positivity within your body because you are a beautiful woman.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Anybody else want to say anything real quick before I start to close out?
Go like my business page.
Yes, Dawn, promote yourself one more time.
One more time.
All right, so my business page is Atiana's Boutique by Dawn. That's ATIANNA '(S) Boutique by Dawn. I'm also on Instagram. That's at Atiana's Boutique. That's ATIANNAS Boutique.
Remy?
For anyone, anyone who's curious about health and stuff, I'm starting a series of how to get healthy easily. Easily, I guess. It's going to be called Health Without Wealth. Get healthy without spending money. A lot of money.
Beautiful.
Less money than most people.
Beautiful.
So,
dope.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep you guys updated on that.
Absolutely.
All right.
So again, we want to thank Dawn. We want to thank Remy for coming on. Thank King Apollo for calling in.
Finally.
From tour. We definitely appreciate that.
We miss you very much.
We definitely miss him. But thank you guys for tuning in to Social Thought. Again, if you want us to come to your city, to your town, to your performance, we are here to do that. Hit us up at either makingproductions1@gmail.com or business@thesocialthought.com.
Absolutely. And again, from
and Sylvia's Jamaican
Restaurant. Offer valid from 12/10/2019 to 12/31/2019. Come in on a Tuesday and mention #SocialThought and get $2 off of a meal, $10 or higher. Promo only available on Tuesdays throughout the month. Come get some oxtail, stew chicken, curry chicken on a Tuesday.
Mention #SocialThought and you will get $2 off. And Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Everybody, my name is Michael. I'm your host of Social Thought. This is the Pretty Legislator.
Hey, my God.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays,
we are going to see you guys
Kwanzaa.
next Sunday.
All the holidays. Yes.
Yes. That's it. Peace out. I don't know where the end button is.